Okay, we are given the diagram. We're asked to find the measure of the angle. Find the measures of the angle of EFGH. So we're asked to find this angle EFGH. So before we go to the diagram, I need to refresh our memory I have to refresh your memory in two theorems. So the first one is what we call a cyclic quadrilateral. So if you have a circle and you have a quadrilateral inscribed in it, it's called a cyclic quadrilateral. So if you have all the vertices on the circumference, we have a cyclic quadrilateral, and the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So if you add theta 1 and theta 2, it's always 1/8. So that's the first thing. Secondly, if you have a circle and you have a two tangent line that meet at a point, that the distance, that's the length of the tangent line, maybe here, this length is the same as this. So the length of two tangent lines of a circle that are congruent. So whatever that is here, if here is x, here is also x. So we have to use these two theorems to solve this. So looking at it with what I just explained, since EFGH is a cyclic quadrilateral, so once I know this angle, I subtract it from 1/8. That's what I have here. And if I know this, I subtract from 1/8 to get this. So let's now solve. So as you can see, I have two tangent line FG and GH and GB. So the lengths are congruent. So this length is congruent to this. So the base angles are equal. So they are congruent also based on isosceles triangle theorem. So we have 72 here. So once you subtract 72 from 180 divided by 2, we now have the angles here. So 180 minus 72 is 108. 108 divided by 2 is 54. So each of these is 54 degrees. Do you get? They are the same. So if you add these angles, you have 1/8. So that's the first thing. So coming to this again, we have two tangent lines that meet at a point. So this angle is equal to that. So since this is 100, this should be 40 to make it 1/8. So with that, we can get the angles we are looking for. I have 54 here and I have 40. This is a straight line, angle on a straight line. So the remaining is 180 minus the sum. So 40 plus 54 is 94. 180 minus 94 is 86. So it's 86. So since here is 86, the answer here will be 180 minus 86 because it's a cyclic quadrilateral that are supplementary. So the answer is 94. So that same way, I have 40 and I have 62. 40 plus 62 is 102. So if you subtract it from 180, I have 78. So the remaining angle here is 180 minus 70, which is 102. So these are the angles of the cyclic quadrilateral EFGH. So thank you.